Yo, what is good, YouTube? Daniel Savage here. So we're gonna go over last night's trades, which was 11:24. Well, it's still 11:24. Everybody knows I trade the London session. It is my session. I don't feel comfortable trading any other session and any other pair but GJ currently. I kind of want to, in this video, I'm gonna do a little recap on the trades that I took. But before we get into it, I kind of want to talk about a little strategy, that I like to trade. A little setup that you'll see. It's not super rare, but it's not super common either. You'll probably see it probably once a week, twice a week at most if you're lucky, depending on market conditions and stuff like that. But I'm just going to go ahead and start drawing it out. So basically, let's just say we have like a little level of support here, correct? Let's say we have support. And then we have price, where's my pencil? Here it is. Let's say we have price break above support, correct? Come back down to retest support. And then keep going, correct? And then price finds a resistance up here. And then it just keeps coming down, 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 as it gets to our support again, correct? Price already created a resistance up here. So now what do we have? We have our little resistance here, we have our support, and we have price after it broke up, rejected this resistance, not rejected, but created resistance coming back down. And then price comes back up. But price won't make its way all the way up here. It'll kind of just make a high. And then it'll start kind of like coming down again, right? It'll start coming down again. So in this situation, what I like to do is, I like to run my fib based off the rejection of this support to depending where the last candle high was at here. And I'll put it from the wick here to the wick here, correct? Just like that. And then I will take a buy once price gets within my fib zones, and then I'll target back resistance. So I've noticed a lot in my London live sessions when we do take this trade, a lot of people always ask, Daniel, why are you gonna buy there if price made resistance and it's coming back down to support? Don't you wanna run your Fibonacci from this swing high to this swing low? And the reason why I don't do that is because sometimes price, let's delete this. Give me a second, guys. Let's delete this here real quick. Sometimes what price does is price likes to work just like this. I don't know what it is, but once price starts to create that little channel, and then it, that little down channel, and then price rejects support, and then starts to create that little miniature pullback, and then that other little miniature pullback. I'm just gonna call them pullbacks. Most likely what it'll do is after breaking this down channel, it'll come up, form retracement, and then it will continue up, correct? Hopefully that made sense to a lot of people. But I'm just going to show you a better example so you kind of understand what I'm talking about. So look at this. This is a 5-minute time frame here on GJ. And as you can see, notice how price did start to channel back down over here. We did have support over here. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame, support. 30-minute time frame, support, correct? So going back to the 5-minute time frame, price did channel back down, and then it did break out of that channel, and then we did draw a fib from here to here. This was originally the entry, but we did get in super late, just because I started the Zoom probably 15 minutes after this, 20 minutes after this actually, because we got in right over here at this entry right over here. You know what I'm saying? So once we got in over here, it was actually over here. My entry was, my entry was 292. So we got in at this candle right over here. So we got in pretty late. We missed our entry. I unfortunately forgot to put my alarm, and I woke up around 1:30 because I usually take about a 1 hour, 2 hour nap around 8 o'clock, sometimes 7:30, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at latest. So that way I can stay up all night. And dude, I forgot to put an alarm, and I woke up like at that time. I was like, oh my God. And I just ran to Zoom. And then, we took an entry over here. Basically, our entry was at 292. Our entry was at 292 exactly, meaning our entry was right over here. 292, bam. So our entry was right over here. Luckily, we did not have any drawdown. We got in kind of impulsively. Basically, we could have been up 7 pips by the time we got in our entry, but we did have our stop loss back to the 50. So basically, if price did come back down, then this little strategy would have been invalid, correct? So we did get in here. We did target our 1-to-1. Price did go up about 9 pips almost, and then just kind of came back down. At this point, we already had stops to break even, but price did eventually go push back up about 13 pips for our 1-to-1, which is pretty good. So we did nice little, little 1-to-1 on that one. I took out about 8 pips once price started to come back down and form this little resistance. So I did notice that price was doing our little ripple effect fib over here that I like to call it. So when price came back down over here, I took another buy over here, and I just took about 10 pips. Price did mop up about 20, about 22 to be exact. Let's see. Yeah, about 22 to be exact before coming back down. And of course, doing another drag and bag. We call these drags and bags. So price did come back down and then shoot up another 20 pips, which was kind of cool. We didn't take those because I did not want to overtrade, to be honest. I just kind of wanted to just take it easy. As you can see, bam, bam, here's the entry, came back, bam. I didn't want to overtrade. I was already happy with my profits. There was no point in getting into another trade. I was already up $1,200. The day before that was kind of ass. So I already, had a kind of like, I've already kind of like a break-even week. So I'd rather just take my next day and be like, okay, cool, come back with a cleaner psychology and, better, I just feel way more better that way because, I come back, after losing day, have a good winning day. So that way when I hit today, when I come back tonight, I'm going to have a pretty good day as well. You know what I mean? Because you can't trade good if you don't feel good. And I'll be real, I feel good after yesterday. So I didn't want to overtrade. And I didn't want to, incur, a loss because of stupidity. No point, right? So anyways, those are these 2 little trades that I did take. So what I wanted to show you guys is how often you'll see them. So basically, this one was kind of a little choppy, but let's say right here, right? We have our little down channel back down here. Price did come back up, and we got to come back over here again, sorry. Replay mode. So notice how price did channel back down to support, previous resistance, support, reject it, and then we did have a little miniature ugly little ripple effect. This one we did take on the 1 minute. So as you can see, it was pretty fucking choppy, but as you can see, it did play out. So once price kind of broke back down respect to support and started pulling back up, you'll notice that there is kind of a very choppy fib over here, and then you'll see that price did come back over here, and then it just kind of mopped back up. So if you notice, here's a little consecutive drag and bag as well. Give me a second. Boom, 764 rejection. And as you can see, price did just kind of keep going back up. So you'll notice a lot of these little drags and bags after that little channel breaks. You'll notice that a lot. Yeah, guys, that's just a little setup that I like to take. Those setups are pretty fire. I'm not going to cap. You guys will notice them a lot. This is, just very ugly on the 5 minute right now, currently speaking. This was our disgusting range here that we did have. Was pretty terrible. But in this situation like this, right, we did channel down, and then we kind of did break out. We did pull back up, and then boom, we did have a nice little move up here. But the thing is, we didn't have a big push after that. We kind of had a little, had a little move up there, but price, could not continue. It did reject the 50 SMA, and then it just kept coming down. There was too many sellers, and that was the result of it. Over here, same thing, bam. Price just continued to melt. So when it comes to that little strategy, you can't really abuse it, and you can't really always depend on it, but it is a nice little strategy. You'll see it happen a lot, and it's a really good one. It's a really good one. We actually took a nice little win on that same exact method here the other day, if I'm not mistaken. It was over, where was it? It was over here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was this one right over here. Yes. Boom, November 20th. So price did channel down, respect support, channel up, boom, started, took buys over here somehow, somewhere over here, and then price should just continue to keep going up, you know what I mean? So over here, let's, if you look, sorry guys, this is, replay mode can suck sometimes. Here we are, bam, boom. So let's go to the 5 minute. So you'll notice price did come back down, respected support, and boom, we had that little retracement. And then we just kept coming back up. And boom, boom, boom. So we had a drag here, another one here. This was on the 1 minute time frame, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, dude, it was just insane. Another one here. As you can see, this was pretty clean. Just straight mopped up. But you'll see that happen a lot. It's not super rare, but it's not super common. You guys will see that a lot. So make sure to, to kind of backtest that, see how that works. So, we took those trades yesterday. Did close around 1,200 bucks. Like I said, I wasn't really in the holding game. I should have held it, to be honest. I knew that 139,500 was gonna get hit, so I could have held it for another 13 pips. But I didn't really want to risk it, to be honest. I was kind of late on the first entry, so that kind of made me a little insecure, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to be greedy on that one. And then the second one, it was just a really quick trade, so I was like, you know what, I'm happy for the day. I made my money back from yesterday. I didn't even try to make it back, but you know what, I made it back, and you know what, I won. So you know what, I'm gonna come back tomorrow. There's a few other setups that I did want to take, but I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna take it. So that was basically it, guys. It was pretty clean. Here's it right there, a little log, 1,200 bucks. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I didn't want to make it too long either. It's about 12 minutes anyways. But yeah, I promise to keep kind of bringing you guys a little bit more recaps anyways. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video, man. I'll see you guys in the next recap. Comment down below what you guys want to see, if you guys want to keep seeing these, or if you guys want to see anything else, if you guys want me to cover topics, give me some idea, guys. A big reason why YouTube is kind of slacking on my channel is because I'll be real, like I don't know what to post. You know what I mean? I don't know what to post. So if you guys have any ideas, just throw them down in the comment section, man. I'll make sure to read I love reading the comments. So make sure to do that, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Follow me on Instagram as well. FX Daniel Savage. I'll link everything down below. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.